We want to get into a conversation about our health, but today we're going to be talking about nutrition for good teeth, nutrition for healthy teeth. Akosua Konadu Yiadom, our state registered nutritionist, is here with us to help us to understand what diet we should have if we want to maintain good, healthy teeth. Good morning, Akosua.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm awesome. Yourself?
I'm very good, thank you. All right, so let's get right into it. What do we need to eat to get good, healthy teeth?
Okay, so I'll always say that whatever we are putting into our body will definitely produce a result. And so everything we see, as far as our body is concerned, has something to do with nutrition. And so we need to make sure that whatever we are eating is giving us results as far as what we show outside is concerned. The teeth is part of the body, and so obviously there are some foods to be conscious about to make sure that we improve or also take care of certain things as far as our dental health is concerned. Okay. And some of the foods, I'll start off by saying that vitamin D rich foods, vitamin A rich foods, we have the citric family foods of vitamin C rich foods. We have phosphorus rich foods, fluorine rich foods, and then we have what do you call it? Calcium rich foods. That is, how can I forget calcium? So you have to make sure that these 6 nutrients are part of your daily meals if you want to improve on your skin. On your teeth. Yeah. Yes, and so we have images to show as far as some of the foods are concerned. So be conscious about including some of these into your meals. But I will start off by saying that if you get nothing from this conversation as far as the nutrients, the minerals and vitamins we've mentioned are concerned, know that if you are eating a healthy diet or meal in connection with the 4-star diet, like we preach always, you will have everything we are speaking about, because a healthy diet or a balanced meal will make sure you are satisfying all the protocols, and some of the foods we will be showing to our viewers has these nutrients we are talking about, and also falls under the 4-star diets. Okay,
good. So let's start with let's go in alphabetical order. All right. Start with vitamin A. All right. What foods are we looking at when it comes to vitamin A?
Okay, so vitamin A rich foods, we have eggs, we have broccoli, we have healthy oils, and I can say omega-3 fatty acid oils. We spoke about some last week. Canola oil is very good. Okay. And then where there is a need for supplementation, you need to be given, especially with the cod liver oil. So we have the dark leafy green vegetables. We have some of the citric families being there. We have red bell pepper, cheese, carrots. Carrots is a very excellent source as far as vitamin A is concerned. Okay. So if you are making these meals part of your daily meals, you are improving or strengthening your teeth.
Your teeth, fantastic. Okay, let's jump to the vitamin C then.
Vitamin C rich foods. Okay, so like I said, most of it has to do with the citric family foods, and they help to also make the enamel, so the enamel of the teeth is very strong.
The enamel is the outer casing of the teeth.
Yeah, so we know that the teeth sit on something, so we can't even talk about it without really mentioning the gum. So if you are eating this, it is also improving on your gum, which will obviously affect your teeth. So make these part of your daily meal so that you can at least improve on your teeth.
Okay, so let's look at vitamin D.
Okay, so vitamin D helps with the absorption of nutrient calcium, the nutrient calcium. So where there is even a deficit as far as your vitamin D stores are concerned, it will prevent the absorption of calcium. And we know that from childhood, I will never forget this. What is the importance of calcium for the formation of strong bones and teeth? And so if you are taking vitamin D rich foods, it means that you are enhancing on the absorption of vitamin vitamin
calcium.
of calcium,
Yeah.
thank you, which is very important for repair and for the building of stronger teeth.
So then, talking about helping to absorb calcium. Let's look at calcium as
calcium,
important.
obviously, milk, dairy products are part of calcium, and you have some of the pulses, nuts, and seeds family also falling under calcium. You can't talk about calcium without talking about milk. Milk, yogurts, and I always praise probiotic yogurt. An example is Greek yogurt. So if you are taking these foods, just as we projected, work with whatever your body is comfortable with. If you are lactose intolerant, there are other examples for you to also choose from. There are eggs, and if you are doing the leafy green vegetables, I always say that if you are eating clean, you wouldn't get some of these things wrong.
Okay. So let's go and look at the fluoride-rich foods.
So fluoride-rich foods, I want it to be projected. Yes, we have avocado, we have tomatoes, and today the visuals are really friendly. So work with what you are comfortable with. We have carrots, we have tomatoes, we have avocado. Now, fluorine is very, very important and also needed because it slows the loss of minerals as far as the enamel or the strength of the teeth is concerned. So that's why most of our let's say our dentists or our professionals in that area, specialists in that area, will go like use fluorine toothpaste to also make sure that, I'm not a dentist, to make sure that you are slowing certain things, because obviously what we are eating may lead to certain things, especially consuming carbonated drinks. I know you go there, will get the foods that are worse for the teeth. So yes, making sure you are adding fluorine-rich foods into your meals will go a long way to affect the quality of your teeth.
And finally, let's look at phosphorus.
So phosphorus meals. So we have most of the calcium-rich foods also in here. We have fish, we have eggs. It looks like egg runs through almost everything. So, like I said, if this doesn't work for you, do the other one. I would choose fish probably over cheese. You probably will prefer cheese, but we have to also be guided as far as our choices are concerned. And where you need to consult or you need to seek professional counsel, you should consult the right person. So work with what you love to eat here as far as what we projected on the screen is concerned. So basically, you keeping these 6 nutrients in mind and being conscious about them. And if you can't, just work with the 4-star diet, which places emphasis on the staples, which has to do with the starches, and then fruits and vegetables. We have the animal flesh and product or protein, and then we have essential oil. So you realize that everything we've projected as far as calcium-rich foods, phosphorus, fluorine, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A are concerned, sits heavily in the 4-star diet protocols by the WHO.
Okay, so let's say you're eating a good diet as per what we've prescribed today. Is that enough? Are there other things we need to pay attention to for our teeth and gum to be healthy and strong?
There are people, we have some dental conditions or problems that may need, what do we call it, the help of a dentist or a professional. For instance, we have people with abnormal eruption where you have growth sometimes in front of another teeth. It is something that has to be taken care of as far as, so if you realize that there is something which doesn't look normal with your teeth or how the formation is, we have, there is a dentist to help you. And also after working with a dentist, you knowing now that whatever you are eating will go a long way to affect how your dental health is, you need to also consult a nutritionist to help you out. So what I can tell you, Kweku, is what I have said. And in some cases, there will be a need for supplementation. My mom, due to age, has become lactose intolerant. She wasn't like that, but age, menopause has influenced their inability to take, let's say, calcium-rich milk and other calcium products. So for such a woman, especially if you have women suffering from something, osteoporosis, for instance, there is a critical need for supplementation, and that will need to be done in consultation with your caregiver or, yes, a nutritionist.
Super. What about things like flossing, dental cleaning?
Okay, so there's an image for that, how to make sure you have a good teeth. If it could be projected. So, okay, so making your teeth or gum stronger. What you spoke about is here. First, you eat healthy. Nutrition is top-notch as far as everything is concerned. And then floss, like you spoke about, this is how you make your gum and your teeth strong. Then regular dental cleaning. You meet a normal or regular Ghanaian and you ask, okay, in a year, how many times do you go to the dentist? And it's something we all may be guilty of. Yes, and so quit smoking if you can. Yes, because it's a way of making sure you have a healthy or stronger gum. And then brush twice a day at least. There is a school of thought that believes that after even every meal, you should brush your teeth, because there are particles that may be stuck in between your teeth, or they are clinging onto the teeth. That needs to be taken care of. So if you can do flossing, why not? But if you have a mouthwash, you can take care of it. Why not? If you want to brush too, which is excellent, you can also do. Then you use fluoride toothpaste, like I spoke about, and then use a therapeutic mouthwash. I've also spoken about it. So this is how you can make your teeth or gum stronger. So obviously, you visiting a dentist, eating clean, most importantly, obviously, because I'm a nutritionist, so I'll always put nutrition first. And so if you are eating well, if you are doing all these other to-dos, you should be okay, because you can be beautiful, but when you smile, and then it's like, oh, what the hell is that?
All right, so we've looked at the foods to eat. We've looked at practices to have. What about foods that are bad for you?
Okay, so for the foods that are bad for you, also we have sugar rich or foods with a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Now, what sugar does is that there is a cleansing to, like, the teeth.
Okay.
And then with time, there are attacks on the teeth, or your teeth is being attacked, and that has a way of influencing on you having a tooth decay or a bad teeth.
Yeah.
And so we have that also. If you can quickly project them for us to quickly run through. So we have sugar foods, and then we have alcohol. Alcohol too is very bad for the teeth. We have ice cubes. Some people say that crushed cubes are better, but once it's cubed, you should do away with it.
What's wrong with it?
With cubes?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of, you see what ice does. I put ice on my body, and there is this kind of stiffness, or there is this. I don't know how to.
Is it making it brittle?
Yes, thank you so much. So it gives that brittleness. What is it? Texture, if it's right to say, yes, to the teeth. And so you don't need to also take that.
Okay.
Cakes, biscuits, dried foods, sour candies, potato chips. Basically, this has to do a lot
to spoil our fun. What is the meaning of this?
Sugar. This is a lot of sugar. A lot of sugar would definitely harm the teeth and influence your chances of having a tooth decay.
Okay, so
we don't say that stay away from it.
And brush.
Kweku, do you have to? I always say that we don't have weddings all the time. We don't have parties all the time. We don't have funerals all the time. We don't have cakes. I started eating cake recently. I was like, oh, this cake is nice. It's not bad after all. It's because of how much sugar sits in cakes. You don't need to overburden your system, because we spoke about the fact that everything you are eating would have to be converted into glucose, which is basically sugar. So there is no need for you to be pumping a lot of other sugar into your system. So there's syrups, sauces with a lot of syrup in there, carbonated drinks, or basically processed foods,
Okay.
yes, will have a way of affecting
All
your
right.
teeth
Thank
in
you.
a bad way.
Thank you. I don't like some of these things here, but
Okay,
it's,
so
it's
yes,
advice. It's still good advice, so we
Eat
have to pay
healthy,
attention.
eat clean. Don't be like Kweku. Kweku wants to be eating the candies, but definitely, like in Krano, you go like Nesiashe. Where do you think it's coming from? Most of these kids, sugar has a way of making our teeth decay.
All right. Thank you very much. Where can people find you?
Okay, so on Instagram at the nutritionist Akosua, at the nutritionist Akosua, on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, nutritionist Akosua, and then you can call me on 0243 350206. Eat clean, eat healthy. Don't follow Kweku.
Right. Eat clean, eat healthy. Brush your teeth often. Thank you very much to Akosua Konadu Yiadom.